Casselberry. Welcome to episode 165.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah.
We are getting closer to the big 200.
Dang,
like a turtle.
We have to do something. We should do a live show.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Can we do that? Do we have capacity to do that?
I'm going to figure it out. I got 40 some episodes figured out.
Are you not worried
35.
about some of the words that Carlos might drop that we don't have to beep out?
We'll put a viewer discretion.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
We'll sell tickets.
Yeah. You have to wear a wristband to
Yeah.
listen to it.
We'll call it Casselberry. What's Up Casselberry After Dark.
Oh my goodness, that sounds creepy. Robin, thank you for that big introduction. How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Pretty good.
So we are going to talk with very soon an impressive lady husband and wife team who run a gym. So our icebreaker today among us is, what does it look like in your life at this season of life to stay healthy? What are some of your kind of exercise routines? And let's start with Alia.
So I've always enjoyed yoga. So
Yes.
that's a consistent thing for me. And then if you didn't see, not to be that annoying person that always talks about running, but I just ran a half marathon.
You did? That's a big deal.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I mentioned it to everyone because never in my life would I have thought that I would run, especially 13.1 miles. So I need a break though. My legs are broken. Not actually, but it's just hard to walk. Yeah, that was kind of a fun challenge for me. Like I had to do a lot of training and things. So excited for the break that I'm going to have. But that was something that I added new to my life.
That's a big deal. I don't think any of us are going to be able to match that answer. What about you, Robin?
We can all go.
What does your healthy lifestyle stuff look like in this season?
I drink water.
That's a big deal.
Big one.
Stay hydrated.
And I think about working out.
Well, it starts. That's a good first step.
Yeah.
It's the thought that counts.
I get
is
like,
what
I
they
do
say,
the
so.
Monday. I get Monday. I'm like, never miss a Monday. But then Tuesday, I'm like, something,
Did you hear what Carlos said?
What?
It's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts. And eventually, I'm going to think myself in
Do
shape.
something.
In shape.
Good. Carlos, what about you? What is a healthy lifestyle look like?
For me, in this season of life, I've been focusing a lot on more of the emotional and mental health stuff for the last couple of years. So that's part of the reason why I got into improv and started being a lot more intentional about spending time with friends and fostering and building those friendships. But also on the health side, I think just drinking water, and then usually I take a walk every day in the middle of the workday just to kind of get outside and not have to be answering a phone or seeing an email come in for a couple minutes and do that. So
That's good. You opened up a question. I was thinking physical health, but emotional health. And
Carlos is
Very important.
above us all. He is like next level. He's enlightened.
And having
mental health king.
Mental health king. Is that what people call you?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, physically, I run a little bit every morning, do some stretching and lifting a little bit. I'm trying to watch what I eat more as I get older. Less sugar and less snacks.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm not looking at you. Why are you feeling guilty? That's the question there.
I have a Cheetos bag right here. So.
Yeah, he looked at me.
No, I was looking at a Cheetos bag, actually. There we go. And mental health, that is a big part of it, too. So I have some routines built into my life that I journal a lot, read a lot, rest a lot, too. Sleep is becoming a big part of it. So anyway, good answers, listeners. We are going to share with you some steps, a very practical one that maybe will be helpful to you on your journey of health as well. All right, let's head to some Casselberry in the news updates. And to start with, we will go to our hard-hitting reporter, Mr. Carlos, with a story that you found recently.
Yeah, well, I didn't find it. All credit goes to Robin for sending us this story.
Yeah, just as a rule, we try not to credit Robin because it just zooms to her head.
This is true.
But on Spotify, when you scroll down, it literally says produced by Robin Kepi.
In bold caps.
In bold caps. It's the only thing that's on there besides the episode title.
This episode exists because of Robin.
Exactly. So Casselberry in the news. More Seminole County in the news here. There was a new ranking by Niche, which is a school ratings and reviews website, which named Seminole County Public Schools as the top public school district in Florida, which is a really awesome thing to hear, having a child who is in that school system. My wife used to teach in that school system, and just seeing how much, from what I know and from what I've seen in Casselberry Elementary School at least, how much they care for their children and foster a community. And so seeing that the school district itself is getting named in that ranking and being at the top is very special. And
Yeah, definitely a point of pride in our county. And I think a realtor will tell you that one of the number one reasons why people want to move to Seminole County is because of our schools.
yeah.
I'm a product of Seminole County Public Schools. My mom is a teacher in Seminole County, so...
Yeah, you are the poster child.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, in fact, they should put that on a flyer. If you want to become this great, then move to Seminole County.
Hey kid, want to be on a podcast one day?
Yeah, not so much. All right, we have another piece of news hot off the press as we record. We're 2 days after the elections, and while we don't want to talk too much about that, there was some great news that happened in Seminole County regarding the penny sales tax. This referendum passed with over 73% of the votes cast, which is quite remarkable. I think as we were looking at the election results, there was not much that got anywhere close to 73%. But what this means is that shoppers, consumers in Seminole County will pay an extra penny in sales tax on their sales, and this money will go to benefit our local schools to keep them number one. It will help us build some roads and other infrastructure projects. We've had this for the past few decades. It's a 10-year run. The last cycle, actually starting in 1991, this number was staggering to me. It has generated over $1.8 billion to build our Seminole County infrastructure. And last year alone, this penny they take off your dollar, which we don't notice, right? Generated $100 million for this. Here in Casselberry, our new elementary school was built as a result of this money as well.
Yeah.
And so this is just a great blessing that this has passed in our county, because it's kind of basically free money. I remember reading somewhere that most of this money that's generated is coming from folks who are driving through the county as well. So we're taking penny off people, which they don't notice, to invest in our infrastructure to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars a year. And that's a pretty cool thing. What comment do we have on that? Alia, we'll let you be our political analyst on this.
Sure. So, I mean, I think it's great. And going back to, you saying that 73%, it was 73% approved, which is wonderful. And I think that's just a reminder to all of us, especially as we have a range of emotions, that we do agree on some stuff. So it's nice to know that, if you're looking at someone that may have a different political background, there are things that you can agree on that can make the community better.
That is some great commentary. Because we really all should agree that making our community and our quality of life better is something that's important. Everybody wins when we do that.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I think it's fresh on our minds still, the hurricane that we had recently. And you could still drive by Lake Jessup in the St. Johns River and see areas where the water level's still fairly high. Part of the benefit of this sales tax is that it goes to improving that infrastructure, and hopefully we can get some remediation efforts and building up our flooding infrastructure.
Yeah. That's good. So that was your Casselberry news. So kudos to all those involved in our school system for helping us to be number one. And kudos to 73% of the Seminole County voters who said we want to invest in our future. And we've done that in a significant way. All right, let's move segments. From some serious hard-hitting news, let's go to some light levity with our dad joke of the week section. We are all ready to offer our joke offerings. Who would like to go first?
Well, I can tell you for me, recently I got an accordion.
You got an accordion?
Yeah, it's to use instead of an air pump on my car.
Really?
Yeah, it's in case I poke a hole in my tire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, press your button.
Oh, come on.
He's not going to get any natural laughs on that. We need the artificial laugh.
Oh, that
track.
wasn't the laugh one.
Was it the groan?
It was the.
Okay. Alia, what have you got?
Okay. It's just 3 words, but I just found it so funny a few weeks ago.
Okay.
So imagine you're at my house
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and I'm cleaning.
Okay.
And then I just say, this vacuum sucks.
That was.
This vacuum sucks. That's great.
That's all.
Good. Well, I've got a couple today. First is just a change that I've made in my lifestyle. I used to get small shocks when I touched metal objects, but recently I've stopped. Do you know that? Recently I've stopped. So needless to say, I'm ecstatic about that.
That's only because of your excitement of telling it.
It's how you tell them. It's all about how. So, did you know as well? I found out the other day that Norwegians build their own tables. Did you know that? Do you know why?
Why?
I tried to find out, but I couldn't find anything, and I've got no IKEA. Why they didn't?
Speaking of,
Okay.
do you know why in Norway they have a barcode at every port?
I think I told you this joke.
Did
Why?
you? It's so they can Scandinavian.
Redemption.
Listeners, welcome back to our favorite part of the show, the moment where we shine the spotlight on someone who is doing some incredible things in our community. And today we have a very special guest who, with her husband, is helping our community residents become healthier, stronger, and ready to fight the battles that life throws at them. Our guest today is Miss Nadia Roberts from Barbell 13. Welcome, Nadia.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Did I pronounce that right?
Perfect.
Barbell.
Perfect.
We have been joking offline about how it sounds like those little red cheese balls, or maybe the sound a sheep make. Barbell.
I'll take it. Beautiful.
All right, Barbell 13. Now tell us about the number 13. Why Barbell 13?
So 13 is just a symbol for my husband and I. We met 4/13 during COVID, and then we got married 2 years later on 4/13. It's a family number. It just happens to come up in our marriage and journey, and we thought we owed it to our business to involve it.
That's cool. That's very cool. All right, let's start. We're going to start with some kind of soft questions before we get into the hard-hitting questions about the gym. So, Nadia, we want to get to know you a little bit. And so tell us, if your life were a book, what would the title be, and what would the title of this chapter that defines your kind of current season in life be?
Chapter is a hard question to answer, but book, I kept going back to something about love. So in my head, I was thinking like legacy of love.
Oh.
Business being the legacy hopefully we will leave, and love being the foundation it was built on. We always told each other our marriage comes first, our business will come second. I know that's kind of hard to take in for a lot of business owners, but it's not worth losing the foundation over. So we I think Legacy of Love just sums it up perfectly.
Right, Legacy of Love. That sounds like a book I should read. My only suggestion would be that you make sure there are 13 chapters in that book.
Yes, what a girly answer too, I know.
Well, no, Legacy's kind of strong and masculine. We got to break down our stereotypes. All right, so Legacy of Love.
Legacy of Love. I'd read it. So, Nadia, what is your favorite thing about living and working in Seminole County?
From someone who was born and raised in Orlando, I was always raised in Orange County, mind you, but I've lived...
Just kidding. Leah, I can't believe you did that.
Yeah, because my voice sounds like that.
Seminole County is where I've lived my whole adult life.
Yeah.
Saw the moments that matter to me, I guess you can say. It's nice. It's a little enough out of the city and the chaos, and close enough to the space and the freedom. And if I want to go out to the country an hour away, I can do that. If I want to go into town for, an event, I can do that. It's my perfect, happy medium.
I love it. That's why they call it Florida's natural choice, right? Because of all the natural beauty. So just to dig a little deeper, what's your favorite place in Seminole County?
I want to say a not so cheesy answer because I feel like everyone would say Winter Park or, Park Avenue or the pretty
Cheesy
parts.
answer.
Yeah.
Totally cheesy answer.
Yeah. But I really just, to be honest, I'm liking being close to Geneva and the farms, knowing that I buy my beef from a local farmer now in Seminole County or
cool.
get my eggs from someone local here. It's, I guess I'm just growing up in that way, being closer to other business owners, moms, parents, and seeing them thrive.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's awesome. So tell us about your business, Barbell 13, and its uniqueness.
So our gym, Barbell 13, it's a private facility, so the door is locked. We are literally for members, trainers, and their clients only. So for a lot of people who have gym anxiety, they don't care for the crowds, or they just don't care to be surrounded by, lack of a better term, the teens or people there for reasons other people might not agree with, tripods, etc. We are just for the regular everyday adult or kids. We train kids too. So families that have very busy lives that want to better their health and go about their busy day. That's our perfect ideal client and just community member.
I love that. I had never heard of the phrase gym anxiety before.
Yes.
But as you mentioned it, I realize I've had it many, many times.
Yeah. Yes, it's very real. A lot of people come to us saying those two words weekly. They don't want to go into a big box gym where they don't feel seen or they don't know what to do or they don't feel like it's a safe place to ask for help, and they come to us.
Well, and a lot of people are going to gyms to kind of improve themselves too, and so there's some vulnerability in that, and that vulnerability produces some anxiety as well.
Yes.
So you and your husband run the business together, Barbell 13. I'm going to keep saying it until I get it right. But what kind of drew you to get involved in the bodybuilding industry? You said you met and married a few years ago in the middle of COVID. Did you just kind of wake up one morning and say, "Hey, let's start a gym"? What was the process in starting this business?
It was actually the complete opposite.
Okay, interesting.
So believe it or not,
So you woke up and said, "Let's not start a gym"?
Well, when I met my husband, we met during COVID, and just I'm sure we had all the time in the world to get to know each other. So we were met and married in 2 years, and I always told him, because I've always been an athlete my whole life. Ever since I was 1, I was named after a Russian Nadia Comaneci. So I was always born and bred to be an athlete of some kind. And I always told myself I'm never going to open a gym. They're just money-hungry businesses. It's very hard. Equipment's expensive.
Yeah.
But we met. COVID happened. Everything shut down. We started our own business because that's when everyone started taking their health very seriously.
Yeah.
So it was fruitful for us, amongst the chaos, of course. And then we were trainers renting space at other private gyms in the area. And that's kind of a popular business model in this area. You go to a small local gym and I could pay you rent to train my clients, run my business out of your gym.
Yeah.
And we went between 3 different gyms in about 3 years. And there was issues with each one.
Right.
We just felt it wasn't doing our clients enough justice, whether it was not clean or not safe, or there's no management, no leadership. It just we just kept seeing the lessons learned that could be better for the client, not building a gym for me, but building a gym for the people who really need it.
Yeah.
And we looked at each other and just said, we just have to do it.
Yeah.
It's not really for us. And we are very big Christian people, and we just felt like it was not our plan anymore. And
yeah. I love that.
it is what it is. It just happened.
That.
Yeah.
So what were some of the lessons that you learned from other gyms that you wanted to avoid and build into in yours?
There's a whole list.
I bet there is.
It's just no egos. I think it's very common amongst not just gym people, but now as I'm growing up and being adulting now, business owners have a lot of egos. Sometimes, not all of them. And especially in the gym world, it does not benefit you whatsoever. People are already scared. It's already a sensitive topic. Getting to the gym alone is already stressful for a lot of people, whether it's a chronic disease or just weight loss or postpartum, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And trying to make a space that's welcoming, that's inviting, that's not intimidating, that's you can walk into and feel safe. Everyone knows your name. The gym is clean. You don't have to worry about the music cursing or making you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's things I look for, and I can imagine if I were a mother or a child, to create a safe space for everyone, not just for the gym person.
Yeah.
So
I love that. I love that. And you're in control of the destiny too. You're not at the mercy of someone.
Yes, I don't have to be that middle person to say, I'm so sorry, Susan, that at this gym they just play this music. I know it makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like I was tired of being that person and saying that.
Yeah. You get to control the controllables again.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really awesome and kind of crazy to me, because I know that for two reasons. One, I used to go to one of the local gyms here.
Yeah, we can all tell. If this was a video podcast,
oh yeah,
people
obviously
would be swooning over your chiseled.
Exactly. But I used to go to one of the local gyms, and during COVID was when everything kind of started closing down, and gyms were closing, and so I know that the equipment is expensive because I ended up just getting a home gym and doing that, and that was even expensive because everything was overpriced at that time. The other thing that's amazing to me, I always find it really interesting when a husband and wife are business partners, because I can't even be in the kitchen when my wife's in there. We can't.
I think you can put some context around that. You have a very happy, healthy marriage.
We do. I can't be in the kitchen with other people. Just in general, I cannot cook with somebody else in the kitchen. Yeah. So just
I can't stand to be in the same place as my wife.
Oh no. Everywhere else we're fine. It's just I'm trying to think of running a business together. I don't know how that would work. So just kind of curious, what are the biggest strengths and challenges of working as a husband and wife duo in a business, and if you can tell us a little more about that.
Yes, so that's something we're still learning how to do well. We do have our marriage is very special. I think it's one, when that's your best friend, it becomes much easier once your morals align, your goals align. Short-term, long-term goals, it's all the same. So working with my husband, we do have two different roles too, which is nice. We're with each other every day, but we're not on top of each other, which is nice. The biggest struggle though is not taking the work home.
Yeah.
Which we'll never be perfect at, because being the workaholics and every little thing, we want it to be perfect. But that's by far the biggest. Eventually at one point, we have a new rule: no phones after dinner. No work after dinner. We just need to talk about literally anything else or nothing at all. If you want to run in front of the TV with me, that's fine. But it just becomes that's the only thing our marriage is about, is work, and that's also not ideal. So it's just not taking it home. We're leaving work at work, and the clients knowing that too. Especially being a business owner, people think they have 24/7 access to you, which in a way they do, but setting boundaries between husband and wife and owners and clients is something we're learning to do as well.
Work and life,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's probably a tidbit of information that is helpful for many of our listeners too. We don't generally do very well at boundaries, and we perpetually need to raise them and live within them.
Yeah, I know I've woken up sometimes and it's 3 a.m. I'm like, oh, that's how I do this, or that's how I solve this, and I'm thinking about work, and And I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like that if you're having some sort of issue in the business and
Yes.
you wake up in the middle of the night going, oh, that's what we can do. And you have to be very clear and very firm with
Yes.
that boundary.
Yes, sleep is important too. It's easy for us to just the time gets away from us so much faster now.
Yeah.
And especially for our hours working, like my husband wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning for work because he usually has sessions at 5 a.m. But like he was still at the gym at 6 p.m. So he's a 13-hour day is not ideal. So
Yeah.
we're really like sometimes like we agree like, hey, enough's enough. Let's just talk about something else. We're very good communicators, which is great. And we've learned how to do that well.
Looking at your website, your driving slogan for Barbell 13 is raise the standard. I know you kind of already expressed a little bit about that, but tell us more about why you chose raise the standard.
That was by far the hardest thing we had to come up with when like starting the gym and business and everything was what's our line and our motto. And that's the only thing I could think that made sense from our journey is raising the standard amongst gyms, amongst gym owners, amongst people in general trying to get healthier and the stigma behind fitness, especially with social media now. If I say I go to the gym, you probably think I'm just like a gym girl from Instagram or something. And that's not always it. As I get older, I realize you have to move for longevity, wellness to, combat those genetic things that pass down, especially when you have kids and real life things. We're not in our 20s anymore. And we have to raise the standard amongst what people think of us, amongst what we're going to leave our kids, just everything in general. I feel like we've become so complacent in life and all the unhealthy habits in the world, and we really just need to raise our standard, period. Yeah.
The temptation as you get older is to kind of decrease and settle, right?
Yes.
But I think life belongs to those who are always kind of pushing towards their potential. And it gets harder as you get older. I'm probably the oldest person in this room significantly. But just that daily discipline of like, I want to keep raising the bar. I want to keep going further.
Yeah, and putting yourself first, even as a busy, working parent, adult, whoever, your health really has to come first. You only get one body.
Yeah.
The average American life is only 76.
Yeah.
So middle age is not 50.
Yeah.
It's in your 30s now, which is terrifying. So the fact that we're losing more years off of our life and not thinking about the solution is just to move and take care of it better.
Yeah, that's good. So, as I was digging through the website, obviously helping people manage their health, build muscle, get in shape is a big part of what you do, and that's the kind of driver. I noted that on your website, that's not all you do as well, right? Imagine there's some correlation, but you shared on there that you like to help people experience community to build some of their emotional health and their confidence. Those are kind of considered softer skills in terms of the harder skills that you teach. Talk to us about how all those things kind of sync together and work together.
Yes. So, and it's the simple fact that personal trainers have to be personal. If it's not personal, then it's just, you can just buy a book and do it.
Yeah.
There's a reason why that client has come to you. There's a reason why that person walked through my door this morning in the gym looking for help. Something happened to make them want to do something different. And they need to usually, whether it's, we have a client who is 70 years old and she says, I literally just want to play with my kids, my grandkids on the floor. I want to be able to get up off the floor if, God forbid, I were to ever fall, because she lives alone.
Yeah.
And she sent me a video that she has now been able to walk up her flight of stairs at her house without stopping to take her break, without grabbing onto the railing. So those little wins are what we need to kind of sit back and realize that that's what we're doing, is helping them with the real life battles, not just on the scale, not just, looking at themselves in the mirror. Like the health is inside too. It's not always so physical and vain.
I do some work with Orlando City, and I was talking to our sports psychologist today, and we're talking about values and goals, and we're helping some of the athletes kind of like think about life beyond soccer and around soccer, and when soccer's not working, what values you have. And so I asked this guy, I said, where do you want to be in 65? And he's lost, I think he said 85 pounds, this tall guy, 6'8", in the last several months. And he said, I'm doing it because I want to be able to ride roller coasters with my grandkids. And that's exactly the same stuff, right? It's not just about image or vanity. It's about life and lifestyle and being able to not just survive in the challenges, but thrive beyond the challenges.
Yeah. It's just us remembering the why behind that person coming in.
Yeah.
Because the motivation, it's gonna dwindle. It's not gonna be fun forever.
Yeah.
But realizing like, hey, Joe, you told me you wanted to walk your daughter down the aisle.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you could do that now?
Yeah.
Little things, yeah.
I love that. That's a great definition of a personal trainer rather than just some generic big box thing. It's good. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I think it helps to put it into context, like we were talking about. People look at social media, and it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy of sorts, where if someone is more naturally athletic, they're going to get more likes and follows. And then they're going to start saying, oh, it's easy, you just do this. And someone else follows that advice, and for them it's not as easy, and so they get discouraged and they give up on it. And they say, I'm not going to do this.
And fall into a worse cycle.
And fall into a worse cycle. Whereas if you have a personal trainer, they can help put that into context and say, they have a different body type than you. They have a different lifestyle than you. They're now a fitness influencer versus you're working a 9 to 5 and you have 1 hour a day to work out, kind of thing. So,
Yes.
And then we were also talking about people not striving for that potential, people going to the gym and wanting to do that. Someone who's listening to this and saying, you know what, I want to take that first step. I want to go to the gym. I want to start working out or making some healthier changes. What would you say to someone to encourage them, to help them better themselves?
If someone, to be honest, just start. Just start. There's never going to be the right time. No one has time nowadays anyway. You have to make it. If it's not a priority, then it's not a priority. You won't do it. And sometimes you kind of have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, do I really want it? Because a goal without a plan is just a wish, and we're adults. We don't wish anymore.
There you go. Oof, I love that.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. I have to have that hard talk with a lot of our clients. Like, they get motivated. Their first month is wonderful and great, seeing all the results, doing all the right things in and out of the gym. But then it dwindles. They realize it's hard. The kids, the soccer, the practice, the homework, this. Like, it gets away from you, but if you lose yourself, you lose a lot more than yourself. You have to just keep making yourself a priority.
I think that's one of the important parts of having a personal trainer is that accountability piece. That has always been my downfall, right? I'll get started, motivation, I'll lose the weight, build the muscle, then I just get tired, and without someone to say, keep going, keep going, it's just tough.
And that's exactly why we exist, because sometimes you just, if you know you have an appointment and you paid for something, you're way more likely to actually show up and follow through. So, I mean,
if there's money at stake, then I'm sure.
Absolutely,
And
Says the financial planner.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And I looked up the quote because it made me think of this. Stephen Covey, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities.
Yes.
So like you said, you have to
100%.
make that time for that, whether it's 15, 30 minutes, 60 minutes a day. But
something's better than nothing. If you can't make it to the gym, do something at home. If you don't have time to exercise at home, then just eat better. If you don't have time to eat better, you have to plan better. There's a solution to every problem, whether we want to face it or not.
So I'm sure you've had, just, you sharing with us a lot of accomplishments with Barbell 13. I'm sure with your clients and seeing those small wins that are really big wins. But what accomplishment are you most proud of as you reflect on the business and your success?
Now, after perfect timing, because we just had our 1-year anniversary event this weekend. And
congratulations.
Thank you. It truly flew by. I felt like we just opened last month. To be honest, of course, like numbers is always a good indicator of success, whether it's members or profits, revenues, all that good stuff. But money never impresses my husband or I. That's just not something that's important. We're after the freedom that it can provide for us. Whether that means going on a 2-week vacation instead of a weekend one for once in our life. So things like that kind of make us sit back. Now we love to go snowboarding. We learned to love snow now. So we're spending, 2 weeks next month in Colorado, and it's scary, but that was the end goal all along, is to spend more time together, enjoying the fruits of our labor to in turn enjoy our marriage more. But now that we had our 1 year event, of course I cried giving our little thank you speech this weekend, but just seeing all the different people that have come in under our roof, whether it's, pro fighters, because we have a lot of boxing people in our gym, or just our grandparents, or my mother being there for everything, or, Dale's family coming up from 2 hours away to come see what we built. It's seeing the reactions of everyone else and seeing like how much better their life is, like watching our 60-year-old client walk in, not limping as much every single week. And now they all bring their families in. We have a wife, a husband, her kids, and then now the grandkids.
Wow.
Like, the families love us so much to where they trust us with their grandkids. Like, that's wild. That we're a part of everyone's family now, not just their day. That's the best part.
Well, it sounds like you've built a family, not just a business.
Exactly. Yes. Like they can go on to their family events and say good things about us. We're not just a part of their calendar. We're a topic at their dinner table now, and they're saying, "Oh, guess what Dale and Nadia taught me today? Guess what I learned today? Did you know this?" Like, the passive part of it, it doesn't just start at under our roof. It goes beyond to people's homes. It's pretty great. I
love that. There is I love that you've built something that is beyond just making money. Right? You're adding value to people's lives, and that's awesome. So, Nadia, we could talk for a long time, but we do have to wrap up. Perhaps the most important question: how do people find out about Barbell 13? If someone's listening today and they say, "Man, I want that. I need to not just find time, but make time." Right? I need to reprioritize. I need some accountability. I want to make those memories. I want to strengthen my family. How do they find out more about Barbell 13 and what you do and who you are?
So easiest thing is to go to our website, barbell13.com. And to be honest, it's literally just my husband, Dale, and I. So you just shoot us a text or call us, and I will book you a free meeting, consultation, tour, whatever you want. Usually just sit down and talk about what your goals are, why you're here, what you're looking for, what you expect, and we just go from there.
I love it. And that was Barbell 13, Barbell 13.com. Nadia, thank you so much.
Well, listener, we hope that you enjoyed that conversation with Nadia of Barbell 13. Thank you again, Nadia, for your time and gracing us with your presence here and this wonderful conversation we had about your business. Our inspirational moment today is about health that we were talking about by Virgil. The greatest wealth is health. I'll say that again. The greatest wealth is health. And as we talked in the episode, there's people who are maybe grandparents or getting up there in age, and they want to work out just so that they can spend time with their grandchildren. And there's no amount of money in the world that can replace that health. So I think it's a very profound quote.
Amen. Thank you, listener, for listening to another episode of What's Up Casselberry Podcast. This podcast is hosted by Alia Ray, Carlos Piero, and Andy Searles, and produced by Robin Kepi. For more information, visit us at whatsupcasselberry.com. And until next time, have a great week.